Hello, this is the Review Calculator Lesson 3C Rounding Part 1. The objective today is you will be able to round decimal numbers. So materials you'll need a writing utensil and the note-taking sheet for Lesson 3C. Okay, to start, when we're talking about rounding numbers, I found this poem. Find your number, look right next door. 4 or less, just ignore. 5 or more, add one more. So this poem kind of just gives you a little idea or something that you could practice saying over and over to remember. But find the number, the last number you want to round to. You want to look right next door. That means go one to the right. If that number is 4 or less, you just ignore it. If it's 5 or more, then you would add one more. So you would add another one more to that. So let's look at the place value chart. The place value chart shows the value of each digit in this number, 5,647,210, 392 thousandths. Place values are used in rounding number. If the digit to the right of the place value you want to round is 5 or more, round up by adding 1 to the number in the place value, and then change all the digits to the right of the place value to zeros. If the number is 4 or less, round down by changing all the numbers to the right of the place by 0. So you're not really changing that number. I think when it says round down, you're just changing all the numbers to the right. So what's really important about this is this decimal point right here. And remember that all of the numbers to the left are like cash, right? You're going to have 10 million, millions, 100,000, okay? This is your cash. And everything to the right is your coins, okay? So these are coins, and this is your cash, okay? So really in this class, we're going to be rounding these most of the time, our coins. So let's look at an example of rounding. We have 7,862, the nearest hundred. Find the digit in the hundreds place. So my digit I'm finding, like my poem, is 8. Read the number to the right of the digit in the hundreds place, which is 6. If it's 5 or more, then you want to round it up. So you can see what they did is they looked at this next door. That was 5 or more. So it's 5, 6, 7, 8, or 9. Then you're going to round that 8 to 9. Okay. So now it's 7,900. Okay. So rounding is very helpful when you're trying to estimate things or see how much things are going to cost. It's good if you can round. It also helps us with decimals on the other end. So if we're looking at a decimal point and we're going to round to the nearest tenth, this is the number we're finding. We go next door. If it's 4 or lower, then we just leave it. Now they said you can add zeros, and you can. Zeros are just placeholders, so that's not going to change. It's the same number, but everything to the right of that would then be 0. So the main reason for this is everything that we're going to do in this class, pretty much you're going to come out with money. And if you look out into the real world with money, you always have 2 digits after the decimal. So if you'd say here, like there'd be a decimal here, so it'd be $7.49. Okay, there's your change, there's your money. Everything that you look at in everyday life, and this is a Target ad, you will see that they only put 2 digits. They are not telling you that the price is 7.493. Oops, there's a little messed up. 32106. They don't tell you all that. But your answers that you get when you work our problems, this is what you're going to come up with. You're going to come up with all of these numbers to the right of the decimal. So I want you to learn to round them so you can give me the right answer. So let's look at another one, because this is very similar to what you're going to be doing. Find the digit in the hundredth place. Okay, so you find your digit, you look next door, read the number to the right of the digit in the hundredths place. If the number is 5 or more, then you want to round up. Okay, it happens to be a 1. So I'm looking at the 1 here. Sorry, my arrow got a little away from me. Round to the hundredths digit, so I do not change it. Oh, yes, I do change it. Sorry. Do not change the tenths digit. I'm changing this hundredths digit. So then you get 112.42. Okay? So I don't want your answers to look like this. I want your answers to look like this. So on your notes sheet, I have the note sheets filled out with just empty blanks. So what I want you to do is, this is what you're going to use to reference this. So if rounding is something that you aren't very good at, or you struggled with this is the sheet you're going to use. So I want you to pause the video and fill in all the blanks. Okay? Once you're done with that, then you can go to part 2 of the video.